Let's get started. Are you sleepy yet?
Okay, so this is Concertos song. Getting ready to get his dental. They've been here working hard all morning.
Yes, I'm sweating. It looks like hello.
Looks like you've been working a little bit, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what number this is, but it's a high number.
Yep. So if you're just tuning in, Dr. Daniels is doing a dental for Concerto Song, also known as Cheerio. Of course, Brenda, one of our dedicated volunteers.
I generally start doing the tops first because it makes them a little more comfortable.
Okay.
When I put that mouth speculum in.
Okay.
He's giving me a little. He knows when we're filming. He told the horse we were filming.
That's standard, right?
Yes.
Cameras are on.
When you want a horse to load because you're in a hurry.
Yep.
They know.
Oh, my horse would never load in a hurry. No.
Every horse I ever tried to load because I was in a hurry to get somewhere, that was a mistake. They know.
Right. So again, guys, this is a Concerto Song. I know we have quite a few grays. I just don't want anybody thinking it's Mr. T. It's actually Cheerio, as we call him. Thoroughbred. He's considered a war horse. He's had several starts in his life. Retired now.
That makes him awesome.
Yes.
Makes him awesome.
He is awesome. He's very smart.
Yeah, you know, some of the most revered horses that, so I was in racing for a long time. Some of the most revered horses were the horses that had their starts, no matter where they were. Oh, they stopped.
Yeah, I can't remember the count, but it's like over 70. I don't remember.
That's a lot. Open sesame.
And we actually got him from Puerto Rico after the storm a few years ago there. He came in with a group, yeah. So somebody says, what's a war horse? Since you're from that...
A war horse is one that was around a long time, raced a long time. Just like you said, had a lot of starts. And they're, like I said, in racing they're revered.
Yeah.
Because they're such tough, you know, hard-working horses. They generally don't run for a lot of money, but they run because they love it. They can run that long because they love it. There's no, you don't make them run. They just do. So I'm just feeling, you know, I kind of start out on the top, and so this thing's a little more comfortable, and then I just kind of feel, you know, what's going on there, what I need to fix. And for everybody to basically grow inside on the bottoms, they'll get sharp on the inside arcade, and then on the tops they get sharp on the outside. They chew in a circle, so it kind of wears their teeth uneven. So all I'm doing is taking down the points on the inside of his right side right now.
He's doing okay.
They don't really mind it. They don't have nerves in their teeth, so it's not a...
Yeah.
And they kind of get used to it. It's soothing to them. We really sedate them because of this.
Right.
It's just dangerous to put this in their mouth without it being able to sedate. You see they bite pretty hard on it.
Yes.
And I as a very, very young...
Somebody is not happy.
A young equine dentist watching a veterinarian do this one time, he did not sedate the horse, and the horse broke its jaw. And that left a lasting impression. People would always say, this horse doesn't need to be sedated. I said, well, he doesn't need me to do it, because I'm not doing it unless I sedate it. It was a young horse, too, and it probably had still growing in his jaw, you know, and it just kind of fractured right there.
Thing about Concerto Song is he's always been a favorite. New horses love him. You know, him and Maverick were pretty tight, remember? Yeah. And Kitty fell instantly in love with him. They sleep together and everything, man. It's
Yep, they take
wild.
afternoon naps.
Yeah.
Let me see. So this is what I was telling you. Getting in
Yeah,
there.
right between
So
there.
one that want to sling their head a little bit.
Yeah.
But it makes me be able to get that very front tooth. Like he has a little front point, but it's kind of a little dicey sometimes. You'll see me flip this foot. I had one warm blood one time threw his head up, and I thought he was going to swallow the float. I was panicking. I was like, you know, everything happens at some point. You're doing this long enough, something happens, right? That
Yeah.
you don't want to happen. This warm blood threw his head up, and I thought, there goes my float.
It's not gonna hit you.
Doc got out of the way. I was faster
Oh,
than that. I got the float out and I got out of the way fast. So what I'm doing here is just the very front tooth. Just kind of have to sneak in here a little bit and twist it around and get this very front point. They will get these growths because of the offset of the teeth.
Yes.
They want to grow a little bit. That very front tooth wants to grow down. And that's just normal for a lot of horses. Call them front points, front hooks.
At least it's not blazing hot today as it has been.
It's overcast. It's overcast.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
You know, and the thing is about dentistry has gone like full circle. Like when I first started, it was hand floats and you didn't use power tools. And then everybody went to power tools. I never did. I have power tools and I use them for very specific things, but for the most part, I can take a lot off of just these. So I don't use them because it's dangerous to take more tooth off than to leave it and actually do it again.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, you can always take more, you cannot give it back. So if I'm going to correct a horse with a bad problem, I'm going to correct it over time. Now, I can correct it right away with a power tool, but I think that that's a problem. You end up doing too much, and there's a lot of people out there doing that, so I just don't do it.
Right.
I'm not saying it's wrong, because, I mean, talk to me in 20 years, I'll probably have a power foot here.
Right, right.
Well, you feel a little bit better. You can feel it better
Yes,
with that, can't
and
you?
you guys see how much tooth.
Well, it's also more
physical.
physical for the doc.
Yes. Well, at 70, I might have a power tool.
Yeah.
Hopefully, they'll make them a little better by this.
Yeah.
It's, you know, not very many strokes. I take that
Yeah,
much.
see?
That much.
Right.
So,
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Oh,
you didn't see it?
Oh, I didn't.
That's how much you take off with just a
Oh,
little bit.
okay.
So it doesn't take very much. Sharp blades, and you can take quite a bit of tooth off. I know nobody likes this part. So the reverse of it is the front hooks. I'm gonna have to reverse. So this is the top, and in the back you'll have the opposite. So there'll be a little hook back there. That's what I have to get next. And he wants to chew on my float. There we go. Yep. And they don't like the backs as much because the backs are actually, there's always a fold of skin back there, fold of mucosa, that you inevitably kind of grab a little bit of it. So it doesn't hurt them, but often I'll get a little bit of blood doing this because I'm raking on that very back tooth, getting that point down, and there's no blood on that. Now I'm really sweating.
I do that 5 minutes after I'm here.
Who's ready for the dentist?
No.
Nobody. Nobody after this one, right?
That's thunder making this thunderous sound.
All right, we're almost done.
Ooh, easy,
We're
baby,
almost
easy.
done. A little bit more on this side.
It's okay. Make you feel better.
All right. All right.
Good job, buddy.
Let you down. Got a little bit more to do on the top.
You need the bath.
Huh?
You need the bath.
This horse loves to roll in the mud. Yes, he does.
Almost done. Like if you see each time I come out, I've got basically full of tooth debris.
So a horse should be filed at least once a year?
At least once a year. Yeah, and I say as they get older, if they've got a good mouth, you can skip times. Like I try to, like if I have an old horse, because their incisors continue to grow throughout their life. Easy.
Easy.
I'm not going to do anything. Your incisors continue to grow throughout their life.
Hey,
It's okay. So if you keep taking the back teeth down, keep taking them down every 6 months, you'll eventually have to take those down.
Right.
So what you try to do is just take enough off to make them level and smooth, and don't take any more. And as they age, their teeth aren't growing as fast. Everything slows down, so you want to kind of just back off that when you can.
Right.
Now, if they have a problem mouth, you have to stay after them. But other than that, a guy like this, as he gets older, you'll start to say, okay, maybe his teeth are staying exactly the same. We'll leave him. He's got front hooks and back hooks, so may not be able to leave him. But if one has a total normal arcade and they're, say, 15 plus, a lot of times I'll say, well, at a year, it hasn't changed that much. So let's go another 6 months.
Yeah.
Let's go another 6 months.
Okay.
well done.
Yep.
All right.
Good boy.
Okay.
Good boy.
Thanks for tuning in. And if we have an opportunity to do another horse before they leave today, we will come back on and see you.